Eric Peterson with Dealer Risk here. Today's monthly business tip, we're going to talk about Garagekeepers Coverage, and more importantly, the difference between legal liability and direct primary. Now, understanding your insurance coverage for your dealership can be tricky at times, and unfortunately, a lot of generalist insurance agents don't get into the details of the Garagekeepers coverage as much as they should. So really, there are two parts to Garagekeepers coverage. The first part is the limit of coverage. You want to make sure that you either understand the limit that you have and understand that you have maybe a financial responsibility if the limit isn't high enough, or you select a high enough limit that basically takes into consideration the maximum amount of value you can have in customers' units in your building, on your lot at any one time. So look at the actual limit that you have for Garagekeepers coverage. You could take an average value or take the maximum value of any unit that you'd have on the lot, multiply it by the number of units you would have in the customers, and that gets you the maximum exposure that you have. But the second part is often not discussed, and that's the difference between legal liability and direct primary. This is how your policy responds. You, as the dealership owner, have the choice to select legal liability or direct primary with most insurance companies. Legal liability pays when your customers' units are damaged by you or one of your employees. You legally are liable to recover and repair that unit. It does not pay for things that you're not legally liable for, weather events, theft, anything like that you don't have direct control over. Legal liability on your Garagekeepers coverage will not cover that. So some dealerships don't like that option. Some dealerships love it because it makes you have to talk to your customer about it. You have to have that conversation. This is what we're going to cover. This is what we're not going to cover. It allows the dealership to actually get into more conversations and build loyalty and possibly sell more warranty services or other services that you have at your dealership because you're starting to get into more conversations with that customer. On the flip side, direct primary covers anything that happens from a physical damage perspective to your customers' units. This is the broader coverage. This is more expensive from an insurance perspective. As you can imagine, the legal liability, because the coverage is restricted, is much cheaper, so you can save premium there. But the direct primary is much broader. It's more expensive. There are plenty of dealerships that like set up that way because it makes the process of filing a claim or repairing your customers' units so much easier because it just pays for it, regardless if it was a weather event or a theft or the mechanic actually got in an accident with it. Either way, direct primary takes care of that right away. So there are plenty of different options you need to talk to with your insurance agent. If you haven't had those conversations, I encourage you to reach out to a Dealer Risk team member today. Have the conversations, find out what's right for your business. There isn't a right or wrong, but there is a right or wrong if you don't understand it and you're making decisions or being told or given a policy that you don't understand. So please reach out to a Dealer Risk team member today, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.